Sometimes the smallest of choices can change our lives forever. What if a single moment of vanity led to years of suffering? What if the price of pride was greater than one could ever imagine? Tonight, I bring you the story of a woman who longed for wealth and beauty, only to discover a truth far more bitter than she could have ever expected. This is the tale of the lost necklace. It was a cold evening in Paris, the kind that made the street lamps flicker like uncertain stars. The narrow alleys whispered secrets, and the Seine glistened under the dim moonlight. Somewhere in the heart of the city, in a modest little apartment, a woman sat by the window, staring into the darkness. Her name was Elise Martin. She had always felt she deserved more. More than the small, worn furniture, more than the simple dresses she owned, more than the quiet, monotonous life she lived with her husband, Elise Martin, a hardworking clerk. He adored her. But tonight, something felt different. A strange uneasiness filled the air, as if the night held a secret that had yet to be revealed. Then, a knock at the door. A slow, deliberate knock that sent a shiver down Elise's spine. Elise Martin opened it and found a small envelope lying on the floor. He picked it up, turned it over, and gasped. "Elise, look at this." She snatched the envelope from his hands and tore it open. A gilded invitation slipped out.
Louise and Madame Elise, you are cordially invited to the grand ball at the Ministry of Education.
Louis spent his savings on a gown, but Elise wanted more. She visited her wealthy friend, Madame Renaud, who lent her a dazzling diamond necklace. That night, Elise shone like a princess, basking in admiration. The ball was magnificent. Elise danced like a princess, her beauty turning heads. She felt powerful, radiant, as if she finally belonged in this world of wealth. But as they returned home, her joy turned to horror. The necklace was missing. Desperate, the couple borrowed money to buy a replacement and returned it without telling Madame Renaud the truth. Then began years of suffering. They moved into a tiny attic, Elise doing housework with hands once meant for delicate things. She lost her beauty, her grace. Elise Martin worked tirelessly. After 10 long years, the debt was repaid. Elise, now aged beyond her years, saw Madame Renaud in the street one day and decided to tell her the truth. When she did, Madame Renaud gasped. "Oh, Elise, my poor friend. My necklace was fake. It was worth barely anything." Elise stood in shock, realizing the terrible mistake that had stolen a decade of her life. Moral of the story is, honesty and contentment bring peace, while pride and deception can lead to unnecessary suffering. Never judge wealth by appearances, for the most valuable things in life are not made of gold and diamonds.